There is a story hidden in the depths of time. A story of a village that vanished in a single night. A community that thought they could outsmart the creator of the heavens and the earth. They were given a simple test of faith, but their greed turned into a divine curse. What he saw on the other side was no longer human. It was a nightmare. From the miracles of Prophet Dawood to the wisdom of young Sulaiman. Witness the chilling fate of the Sabbath breakers of Aaya.
A lesson for all of humanity.
Welcome to Islamic Road English 1. Please watch the video until the end and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Long ago, after the great flood in the time of Prophet Noah, in Fife, there existed a village known as Aaya. It was a land of beauty and peace. The people of Aaya were master fishermen, famous across the lands for their skill. Allah had blessed them with an incredible abundance of sea life. Their nets were never empty. Because of this bounty, the village flourished. Wealth and gold flowed through their streets like water. But history has shown us that with great wealth comes the greatest test of the human soul. They lived in a paradise of their own making, forgetting that every blessing is a trial in disguise. Soon, the people of Aaya would face a choice that would change their destiny forever. During this time of great abundance, the people of Aaya sought a way to show their gratitude. They came before Prophet Dawood, seeking a day dedicated entirely to the worship of the Almighty. Give us a day, they asked, where we may leave the world behind and focus only on our Creator. By the command of Allah, Prophet Dawood designated Saturday, the Sabbath, as their holy day. On this sacred day, all worldly work was strictly forbidden. The markets were to be closed and the boats left at the shore. No nets were to be cast into the deep. The sea was to remain untouched from sunrise to sunset. It was a day where no silver was sought and no gold was traded. Only hearts were to be opened to God. The people of Aaya accepted the covenant. They promised to honor the Sabbath, unaware of the trial that awaited them. Saturday morning dawned, and with it came a trial that would shake the very foundations of their faith. As the sun touched the waves, the ocean began to stir in a way never seen before. Suddenly, the sea was boiling. Millions of fish surfaced, turning the water into a shimmering field of silver. Even the giants of the deep, the massive whales, leapt gracefully near the shore, almost within reach of their hands. The villagers stood on the sand, their hands empty but their hearts burning with a sudden, dangerous desire. But here was the mystery. From Sunday to Friday, the sea became a desert. Not a single fin was visible in the water. It was as if the ocean itself was mocking them, offering its riches only when they were forbidden to take them. The divine test had begun. Would they honor the prophet's word, or would their hunger for wealth lead them into the darkness?
Greed whispered in their ears, louder than the warnings of the prophet. They devised a trick, a way to have the gold of the sea without appearing to break the law.
"We are not fishing on Saturday," they claimed to their conscience.
But their hearts were already casting nets. They dug deep trenches to trap the fish on the Sabbath. Others used even stranger methods, tying ropes to the fish of the Sabbath. Others used even stranger methods, tying ropes to the fish of the Sabbath.
Leaving them in the sea until the holy day had passed. They waited until Sunday morning to harvest what they had technically not caught on Saturday.
As soon as the sun rose on Sunday, they rushed to their traps. Their pits were full, and their tied ropes held fast. They laughed at their own brilliance. They thought they were clever. They thought they had found a loophole in the divine command. They thought Allah could be deceived by a simple rope and a shallow trench. They were terribly wrong. As the rebellion grew, the unity of Ayla shattered. The village was now split into 3 distinct groups. First were the sinners, those who openly broke the divine law, blinded by their love for worldly wealth. Then were the reformers, the pious souls who feared the fire and never stopped warning their brothers of the coming judgment. And finally, the silent ones, those who did not sin but did nothing to stop the evil around them, choosing comfort over truth. Fear the wrath of your Lord! Stop before it is too late! But the sinners only laughed, their hearts hardened like stone. They believed their cleverness had made them untouchable.
Realizing that the hearts of their brothers would not change, the pious took a final step to protect their own souls.
They built a massive wall, a physical barrier between the obedient and the rebellious. They chose to live apart from the sin.
That night, a terrifying storm descended.
When morning came, an unnatural silence fell over the rebellious side of the wall. No voices were heard, no fires were lit.
Filled with dread and curiosity, a man from the pious side climbed the wall to check on his neighbors and kin.
He looked down into the streets below, and he screamed in a terror that shook the very foundations of the village.
The humans were gone. In their place were hundreds of monkeys and pigs, trapped in their own homes. In those days, Prophet Dawood established justice through a miracle sent directly from the heavens. A divine golden chain was used to find the truth. It was a gift that could never be fooled by human lies.
But the greed of man is endless. One man devised a scheme to cheat the divine miracle. He hid stolen jewels inside a hollow staff. Hold this for a moment. Before stepping toward the chain, he handed the staff to the rightful owner, technically returning the gold at that very second.
He swore to the Prophet, "I have returned all that was taken." Because he was holding nothing, the chain remained still, unable to prove his lie. The crowd was baffled. Treachery had used a clever loophole to mock the truth, and the divine gift was used for deceit. Allah, the knower of all secrets, would not allow his miracle to be a tool for human deception.
Because of this human treachery, Allah took the chain back to the heavens, leaving man to find justice through wisdom and faith alone. As the years passed and Prophet Dawood grew old, the time approached to choose a successor who would carry the weight of the throne and the message of Allah. In a flash of divine radiance, Angel Jibril descended from the heavens, bringing a mysterious, locked, golden chest to serve. Dawood asked his elder sons to name the contents of the chest, but despite their stature and strength, their hearts remained blind to the secrets of the unseen. Then, young Suleiman stepped forward. Though a child in years, he possessed a wisdom that flowed directly from the Creator himself. With divine clarity, he spoke. Inside lies the ring of power, the whip of justice, and the scroll of the story of Ayla and the wisdom of Suleiman remain as lessons, that while man may try to deceive, the truth of the Almighty is eternal. Welcome to Islamic Road English 1. Please watch the video until the end, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.